You want to be there to witness his execution. Why?
Wow. I thought about this earlier today about what I would tell you. Anything that would just make you understand or make anyone understand, because when I say it out loud, it just doesn't sound right. I was talking to the chaplain in the prison earlier about this today, and I think of it this way. I think of it as if any loved one of mine, was in their final days, whether they were on a hospital bed in hospice or wherever, you would want to be with your loved one to the end. No matter how it's going to happen, it doesn't take away from the fact that I want to be there with Jack to the end. As gruesome as it may sound to someone, he's my brother, and I can't walk away from him. And knowing that the witnesses that will be peering through the glass at him have a different mindset than I would. It hurts to know that there's nobody there at that time that truly cares about Jack. And I would want him to know that there's someone right there that truly loves him to the end. And I know that I would be praying for a shield of protection for what I may see, that it wouldn't haunt me the rest of my life. But I think the guilt of not being there would actually be worse than being there. So, and I just don't think it's fair that the inmates' families, it's almost like we're treated as if we don't care and we don't have a voice. And that's just hard. It's hard to think that someone would think that we can't be there for our loved ones if we choose to be. It's tough.
So what has the Department of Corrections told you about you being there? Have you asked them if you could be there?
Yeah, their standard answer every time this happens is that the warden of the prison is the one that sets the program for what will take place, who will come, how it's done. Basically, they see no forthcoming changes to their procedures. It's not a state law. It's not anything. It falls solely in the hands of the warden. And I've, in the past, have told them that Arkansas is one of the only states that does not allow the inmate's family to witness the execution of their loved ones, and that I understand the need to separate the inmates' families from the victims' families. I solely understand that, and every other prison I've talked to wardens at other prisons, and they have a system where the families are totally separate. They bring them in at separate times, they put them in separate spaces, but these wardens fully understand the need of the inmates' families to be a part of it, just as the victims are. And so that's what I just don't understand, is how we can be overlooked and just thought of, not even being thought of. Nobody's called me to tell me what's going to happen. It's me making the phone calls and saying, all right, and I understand what's going on there. I mean, there's 7, possibly 8 that's going to take place, so I know that there's this mad craziness going on there, and every time I call, it breaks my heart. I can just hear it in all their voices of the strain that's on them, and I don't want to take away from that, but at the same time, I want to be heard, and I feel like I'm being ignored, and I'm trying to be as kind as possible, and taking everyone's feelings into consideration, but I'm a victim as well. Somebody on April 24th is going to kill my brother, and I'm trying to prepare for that. I mean, how do you prepare for that? You just can't. I just have to do the best I can and do what I feel in my heart is right. And this is nothing I asked for. I just want some consideration. That's all. I just don't like the secrecy. The secrecy. I was told the last time that they would put me out on the corner in the tent with the media, and I would hear from it at the same time that the media heard about it. And I just don't think that's fair. You know, what are they trying to hide from me? I should be able to see the same thing that the people on the inside get to see. That's my brother. I don't understand why I can't be a part of that. And he has no one else. My mother passed away in 2010. My father lives in Ohio. He's you know, he's so ill. We don't even know if he'll make it through the end of the year. He just had another heart attack a week ago and had stents put in. He can't even travel. There's absolutely nobody there for him. He's just going to die. He's going to be murdered at the hands of the state with nobody there except for people wanting to watch him die. It's just so cruel. So why can't one person who loves him, that wants to be there, I just don't understand. Why the secrecy?